Welcome to Choosing the Best LMS. This will be your go to guide comparing the advantages and the disadvantages of four major learning management systems that are offered for purchase today. The objective. By the end of this presentation, learners will gain a better understanding of four different learning management systems through exploration of advantages and disadvantages of each system. The four focus LMS systems are Brightspace, Blackboard Learn, Canvas, and Schoology. The first LMS that we're going to explore is Brightspace. And here are some key highlights of Brightspace LMS. The cost of Brightspace. There is a free trial and it's about $15,000 per school district or institution. There are built-in tools within Brightspace and they include quizzes, video assignments, announcements, discussions, and integrated Google assignments. Included in the slide are pictures of the tools that could be offered in Brightspace. There is a calendar option, which many users find particularly useful because it's great for learners and instructors who may need reminders of due dates to help them keep on track. The system interface is characterized by being easy to use and easy to understand and learn. Assignments can be assigned point values and grades can be checked by learners immediately after releasing scores in the grade section in Brightspace. Not much training is actually needed for Brightspace as it's easy to learn and how to navigate, but it may be helpful to have a trainer in the workplace environment to answer any questions that many users might need based off of their own prior experiences with technology or if any of them have actually ever used an LMS before. Here's an example of a Brightspace homepage. This is actually what my Brightspace homepage looks like. We have a nav bar, a custom welcome screen, and the announcements page. It looks very different comparative to a lot of other LMS systems, which is the major difference between Brightspace and the other LMS systems that we're going to look at, is basically the look of Brightspace. There's more navigation for Brightspace. We have the content section on the right and the announcements page located on the left. Again, this is taken as a sample from my personal Brightspace that I use for my professional. The next one we're going to look at is Blackboard Learn LMS. And we're going to take a look at some key highlights. The cost of Blackboard Learn is about $9,500 per school district and institution, so that's significantly less comparative to Brightspace. There are built-in tools, OneDrive connectivity, portfolios, goals, Zoom, quizzes, evaluations. We have a calendar option, discussions and announcements. Those are all tools that are included, and this picture in the center shows a sampling of different tools that are included from the Blackboard website. There's a messaging option, which is great for teachers and students who may need to send each other messages regarding timely information. The system helps to access shared data and files, as well as record and monitor learners' performance. Grades can be posted as assignments are assigned point values, and grades can be checked by learners immediately after releasing scores. And Blackboard LMS may benefit from more intensive training for teachers working in early elementary. And here's a picture of the Blackboard homepage taken from blackboard.com. We have the nav bar on the left, the course announcements page on the right, in the center there. Again, that's going to be your main difference between Brightspace, is the look of Blackboard. Now we're going to take a look at Canvas. So Canvas, there is a free plan for teachers and parents, but it has limited features. And it's about $299 a year per user for other entities. So right away, Canvas is a lot cheaper compared to Brightspace and Blackboard. There are lots of built-in tools, which include quizzes, video assignments, announcements, discussions, discussion boards, Zoom integration, and calendar. There's the people section that lists all the people in the course, making it easy to message them individually. The system is set up in a similar manner to Blackboard, so users who have experience with Blackboard may have relative ease using Canvas. And grades, assignments can be assigned point values, and grades can be checked by learners immediately after releasing scores. So, big similarity between Brightspace and Blackboard already is that grades can be posted onto the LMS. Canvas is relatively easy to pick up and not much training is required. But again, it's always helpful to have a trainer in the workplace in case questions do come up. Again, not everybody is going to have the same experience level with LMS or with technology in workplace environments. So it's always helpful to have somebody who is experienced if we don't have the means to have a trainer, at least somebody who is experienced with LMS systems that may be able to offer any solicited advice. And here's an example of the Canvas homepage from a current course that I'm enrolled in. We have the nav bar on the left, announcements and helpful course information on the bottom, the to-do list on the right. And we are going to now go ahead and explore Schoology or Schoology and the key highlights of Schoology. So Schoology used to be free, but it isn't anymore, unfortunately. The cost of Schoology is about $10 per student per year, which isn't terrible. It's pretty good, actually. So Schoology, comparative to Brightspace, Blackboard, and Canvas, actually is one of the cheaper options. We have built-in tools, which include Turnitin, Google Suite integration, Microsoft 365 integration, YouTube, quizzes, discussion, and media integration. Turnitin is particularly helpful for identifying if any students might be plagiarizing. And fun fact, Schoology is owned by PowerSchool, which is a software many educators are familiar with. So if educators are familiar with PowerTeacher and PowerSchool, since Schoology is owned by the same company, those who have experience with that may be able to find it pretty simple to navigate since it's set up in very similar ways. Again, the look of Schoology, Canvas, and Blackboard is totally different compared to Brightspace, which is probably one of the biggest differences that we're seeing. Schoology has an integrated gradebooks, quizzes, and can be immediately scored and entered into LMS's gradebook. And Schoology is easy to pick up, but as usual, it's always helpful to have that trainer or somebody in the workplace to assist with any questions about the system itself. And here's an example of the Schoology homepage. We have the nav bar on the left, the home page in the middle on the right there. Here's your key information to know about all four LMSs that we took a look at. The biggest differences between learning management systems here seem to be the cost and the ease of use. Also, the look. Again, like I've mentioned before, the look of Brightspace is different comparative to Canvas, Blackboard, and Schoology. They all have different looks, but in particular, with that nav bar being at the top on Brightspace is going to be the biggest difference, which may cause some users to have a little bit of difficulty at first, but it will still be easily adaptable. Um, Biggest similarities include the type of tools. And when picking the best LMS, it's important to think about what learners and instructors would both benefit from and the age group of the learners. Typically, young elementary school students would not find Blackboard to be very user friendly. So again, it's really important to really keep in mind of who is going to be using these LMS systems when picking the best one. And here are my references. So, thank you for listening. I hope that was a great guide to your four different LMS systems: Brightspace, Schoology, Canvas, and Blackboard Learn. Thank you very much.